Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Awaken Healings with Jess. Today what I'm going to do for you is a special healing energy report specifically for today. This is Friday the 19th of April. This is in honor of the Libra Full Moon that we're going to experience tonight. It's the pink full moon, so I put on a little pink, for her appearance this evening. I felt compelled to do a special energy report specifically for today just because of the amount of energy that's been going on between the two lunar cycles. As you know, we're having two Libra full moons. This is the second one. The first one we had last month. That was on the 20th of March at 0 degrees. Now we're having the second one in April tonight at 29 degrees, and the universe has gifted us with a full lunar cycle to look at our relationships. And throughout the entire month of April, there have been many people, many of you, many of my subscribers have been dealing with ending karmic cycles, ending karmic relationships, and it's been very challenging. It's been very challenging, it's been very difficult, it's been very stressful, but just know that seriously, this is all in divine guidance. Even cosmically speaking, I'm not an astrologer, but there are some astrologers that I do follow. If you're more interested in that details, I highly recommend Wonder Girl Astrology. She really goes into the exact placement of the planets, the sun, the moon, and the different formations. So yeah, but before we get into all that, let's go ahead and create some sacred space. Please join me. Let's take some cleansing breaths and just sort of settle our minds to receive the energy and the words that are going to be coming through, okay? Here we go. Thank you. So, like I said, today is just a one-day special healing energy report for today. Like I said, there's been a lot of challenges and difficulties for people. The cycles that we are ending are definitely karmic. Some of these cycles extend all the way back to 2012, okay? So for those of you who are really dealing with big, major endings, it's old history, old energy, and it's time. What this full moon is going to do, first of all, Libra is all about relationships. It's also about creating balance. And normally Libra is about compromise and finding the middle ground. However, because we've been gifted with this lunar cycle of two full moons in Libra, what we are being asked to do is to examine the people and the types of relationships that are currently in our lives and assess what is working, what is not working, who is supporting me, who is supporting my goals, who truly has my best interest, and who doesn't, who's just in it for their own personal gain. And you know, when many of us are on the ascension journey, I mean, you all are here by no accident. You're here for a reason. You're here because you are seeking spiritual guidance, spiritual enlightenment, and you're looking for a better way. You're looking to up-level your life, yourself as a person, and up-level your energy so you can vibe at a higher vibrational energy. And it's beautiful. It's just that when we do that, it tends to ruffle other people's feathers, especially when people are lower vibrational, they're stuck in their ways, they have no interest in really seeking spiritual enlightenment or a better way. They like the status quo, and that's fine for them. If that's where they want to stay and they're happy, okay, cool. But the minute that you start to up level and you start to change your behavior and change how you want your life to look, it does upset people, you know, especially in romantic relationships. I'm seeing that all over the collective. I do reading energy reports for the zodiac signs. I have one for the beginning of the month, and I just did the mid-month. And lots of the signs are all starting new cycles, ending major karmic relationships, ending major karmic cycles right now. It's just what's happening astrologically, and it's not just you know, people who are vibing on this energy. It is literally in the stars. And like I said earlier, check out wondergirlastrology.com. She's on YouTube. She really goes into detail about the planetary alignments and what that means. In case you all are really interested in the astrology. I'm trying my best to speak to it and how I understand it, and then what's coming in for me energetically, and then what I'm seeing in the readings across all the signs and the energy reports that I do. But this time period, some of us may have to end relationships. Some of them are romantic, and that's the challenge, and that's what I kind of wanted to speak to you about today, is just to let you know that it is in divine order, it's in divine guidance, and it's all about you getting clear with your intentions. This is a cycle about you, okay? And that's really what I want to drive home. This is your life. This is your life to live it as you choose. And it is your right to ask people to come with you on your up-leveling journey, on your spiritual ascension. And it is your right to ask people, hey, or to communicate, hey, you know what? This dynamic between us is not quite serving my highest good. You know, I don't want to just be casual anymore. I don't want to be dating in secret anymore. Or, hey, I'm now ready for us to start thinking about a commitment. You know, let's talk about what that means for the both of us and how we want to define it. But I personally am ready to up-level this romantic relationship. You know, so you are within your right now to have those conversations and to set clear intentions for what you want. It's all about clarity. It's about clarity of thought, clarity about what you're intending to bring into your life and to call into your life. Because if you're not doing it from a place of assurance and certainty, and it's more like, well, you know, I kind of want us to start becoming more serious, or I kind of want us, you know, to start thinking about maybe moving in together. No. You can't be wishy-washy about this. The energy that's going on right now in this full moon tonight is requiring that we get serious about our intentions, what it is that we want to call into our lives, what it is that we want our lives to look like. If you want real love, a real partnership that's committed, and you want the real deal, say so. Say so. If you want to go out on a new business venture and you know, it's something outside of what you normally do, maybe this is more creative in nature and it's going to require you to show up in a different manner and express yourself in a different manner, say so. Do it. The only thing I want to caution is that right now, Uranus is in a type of formation that is bringing about impulsive energy. Its position with the sun, when the sun is still currently in Aries, the positioning of the sun and Uranus, it is creating impulsive energy. So I want to caution some of you to be careful that when you are having these difficult conversations, because they will be difficult. People right now are in their feelings, they're in their emotions, they're very passionate about what they're feeling. They're very passionate about their position. So if they are going to be maybe rejecting or maybe against what you're saying, they're going to do so emphatically and with passion. So just sort of be prepared that these conversations can take on a heated energy, and it's best that when you're speaking your truth to do so with diplomacy, with tact, but most importantly from a place of genuine sincerity, genuine humility, you know, because that's what's going to, I think, help quell some of the resistance from the other party that's listening to your words, that's listening to your truth. Don't be afraid, you know, to say what you want to say. Right now is the time, literally this month in April is the time to redefine your life. And it's written in the stars. I mean, it really is. And this is for everybody. Everyone is going through some sort of up-leveling. Everybody is releasing old karmic patterns, old karmic behavior, people, situations. It's happening. It's happening. So there is a sense of turmoil and churning and, you know, just unstableness right now, okay? But May, the month of May, is all about, okay, April is all about breaking down the barriers, breaking down old structures, breaking down old relationships, old patterns, old behaviors, old way of existing. May is all about, okay, it's level. How do we rebuild? How do we grow? Where do we go from here? Let's create the new. So that's what's happening now. And this moon is all about completions. Full moons are about completions. And this is completing karmic cycles. And like I said, we were gifted with a lunar cycle to start evaluating what our relationships really look like. Start thinking about who's going to make the cut. And now it's Judgment Day. It literally is Judgment Day. It is time to figure out who's in our lives for our best good and who isn't. So what I want to do, I don't want to do like a full reading. I'm just going to pull some cards. This is the Waite tarot deck. I also have some other cool oracle cards that I'm going to pull for us as well, just to sort of get some guidance on, you know, what to expect tonight and just, you know, going forward. Whoops. 2 out. The Magician. I don't know if I could say it any better, but when I see the Magician, this is all about new beginnings. This is manifestation. You have been gifted with all the tools that you need to create your new life. Okay? So the Magician, Chariot. This has been coming out a lot too in other platforms. The Chariot is all about messages, forward movement. And, you know, with this Libra full moon and with where we are in April, it is about forward movement. It's about starting new beginnings. You know, we've done the work. We've done the work of, you know, ending cycles. We've done our core healing, you know, as much as we can. There's always layers more that we can go deeper into. But for the time being, we've done core wounding healing. We've done our shadow work. But this is about moving on, moving forward, you know, and I see this energy as like, okay, it's going to be steady movement, keep going, going, going. 2 major arcana cards. Let's pull one more. This is a beautiful way to start off the reading. But yeah, Magician is all about you manifesting, creating the life that you want. You know, this is synchronistic. So I'm hoping that this reading will give you the guidance and the inspiration and the courage to do what you need to do. And the Ten of Swords just came out. Endings. All this is ending karmic bullshit. Okay, and this is going back as far back as 2012. This can also go back to what you're working on in October of last year. But this is old. This is old energy. You know, these swords will no longer be on your back anymore. You're no longer going to feel weighed down, burdened. It's a release. This is a release. And tens always signify completions. Okay? So we are completing cycles as with the full moon. Full moon is all about completions as well. We have a full lunar cycle to look at our relationships and the people in our lives and make that cut. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands reversed. Okay, so this is still in progress, but this is all about new ideas, new inspiration, new creativity that's going to be entering your lives. It's reversed right now just because we're still dealing with endings. But know that the Ace of Wands is here for you. And the minute that you're done having your difficult conversations, the minute you're done making your decisions about how you want your new life to look like, this Ace of Wands will come in for you and will inspire you to move forward in your brand new life. Okay? So it's there for all of us. Let me move this to the side. So what I want to do next is I think I'm going to pull some Oracle of the Moon Goddess, just because we're dealing with the full moon tonight. Okay, so this is the Moon Goddess Oracle, and we'll just see what comes up. Usually I like to use these cards in the beginning of my weekly energy reports or the zodiac readings, just sort of to set up some themes. So see what themes we're going to get for tonight's energy, and see how this will carry us into the weekend. Oops. I got 3 right here. Oh. Extremes. Yes, I would definitely agree with this. Just because of the energy that we are experiencing right now with Aries, with Uranus, some of you are making really big decisions to make big life changes, and that can upset people. So extremes is here, just, you know, as a cautionary, just to be aware of it, and just so you know. Just so you know. This is all about growth. This is a time of growth and up-leveling. And this is about asking your person to join you in your growth and your up-leveling, whether it's friendships, family members, romantic interests. But this is all about your growth. And this is a time for you to be selfish and say, you know what? I need to do this for me. This is my life, and I can no longer live a life where I'm gonna please everybody. I can't please everybody. I can't continue to live small anymore. That's not who I am. That's not me being authentic. You know, this is about having the courage and the bravery to grow, to step into your growth and to own it, and to let people know that that's exactly what you're doing. But yeah, I love it. Okay. And purity. I think many of us have very pure intentions when we're having these conversations, you know, to say, hey, I love you, but I have to do this for myself. This relationship, the dynamic is not working for me. And if you're not willing to change with me, then I'm sorry, but this is where we're going to part ways. If you say it with purity of heart, genuine sincerity and humility, and it doesn't have to always be romantic. This could be friendships, this could be business partners, family relationships, but I think definitely purity of thought, purity of heart is really what's required of all of us right now to have those conversations, to bring about those endings. Okay, so that's really beautiful. I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pull, let's see, we could probably do the Shamanic. I always love pulling from the Shamanic Oracle deck. As you know, those of you who have returned and who are subscribers know that these cards are always on point. So we have the Sweat Lodge, and these I do read in reverse. Okay, Sweat Lodge is all about detoxing, and it's releasing toxic energy, toxic behavior, toxic people, and it's really asking us to go deep within ourselves on a spiritual level, communicate with our spirit guides and our guardian angels to receive the wisdom, the insight, and the guidance to move forward. And when the Sweat Lodge comes out, like I said, it's detoxing. We are cleansing karmic relationships, karmic situations, karmic cycles. So it's no wonder that the Sweat Lodge is here to remind us to really seek spiritual guidance, you know, in this difficult time period, because prayer is what's going to get us through many of these situations. prayer, meditation, journaling. Journaling is a fantastic way to write down your thoughts. Oh gosh. To write down your thoughts and then to go back and assess, what did I write? What's coming out? Because when we do it, sometimes we do it in a form of meditation that is just flowing and it's coming from our subconscious levels. You know, it's stuff that we're not even conscious about. So that's a really great tool to go back and really see what is pouring out of you. And that's going to help give you the clarity of thought to make the necessary changes to get you through this Ten of Swords moment, okay? Excuse me, a card fell. And this is taming the wind, okay? So taming the wind, when she comes out, this is about a cyclone, okay? This is about wind energy coming through and just cleansing the last remaining bits of debris that does not need to be in our life. So it has a cleansing effect. Think of like heavy windstorms. I know this week, those of you who celebrate Holy Week, a lot of winds are in the air because it's having a cleansing effect. You know, it's cleansing our spirits and our minds in preparation, you know, for Easter and for, you know, a deep, prayerful, meditative weekend. So think of the winds in our lives right now, that this is having a cleansing effect on any lingering traces of karmic energy, blockages, people, situations. It's the winds of change. I think that's the best way to say it. Literally, it's the winds of change, and it's all about flowing with that energy and allowing the winds to clean up what they need to clean up, to help you release what you need to release. But know that the winds of change also bring renewal, because that's how the pollen gets spread around in spring. You know, these heavy winds come up, they kick up the dirt, they kick up the pollen, but in their cyclonic churning, they disperse the pollen and the seeds all over the place, and that's how we get new flowers and new growth. So this is all about renewal, planting those new seeds for your new lives, and seeing what's going to grow, planting what you want to grow, planting what you want to create and manifest. Okay? I know endings are tough, and that's why I'm doing this reading, because I really want this to be uplifting and encouraging and inspirational. And I want you to know that the universe has your back, and that, you know, you're being supported and loved and guided through this traumatic time period. Wild Woman. Okay? I love it. Wild Woman is about ultimate divine feminine energy, being a strong, confident woman who's free to express herself, who's free to live with abandonment, to live authentically, to live with love and pure joie de vivre, you know, the joy of life. Just, she's all those things. I mean, she's the wild woman, and she's wild and untamed, and she's beautiful and strong and self-assured, and she knows what she wants. She goes after what she wants. And, you know, she just has this amazing spirit of strength and, you know, strength and love, you know, and just wildness, wild energy. So I think as we're going through this weekend, I think she's a good archetype to sort of tap into, you know, especially when you're facing people and you're having those difficult conversations and you just need something to draw upon. Yeah. So let me pull from the Pure Love Oracle. And this is about those of you who are new to my channel. I like to pull these cards because it's like a little conversation between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. We'll see how these come out, because this has been a very broad general reading, more about having the courage, you know, to say what you need to say and to speak your truth. But this might be a good way to tap into what the divine masculine is thinking and what the divine feminine is thinking. Just because we're in such a tumultuous, we're in a tumultuous period, tumultuous energy. April is a big month. You know, it's not quite over yet, but it is a month of endings and clearing the decks for new beginnings, because May is going to be all about rebuilding, restructuring, growing. Okay, so I got 3 for the feminine, 2 for the masculine. And this is what the masculine would like to share with his feminine. I'm sorry I hurt you, and I want to have fun times with you. Okay, so I like this. This is very encouraging. You know, the masculine is acknowledging that he did or said something to hurt his feminine, but he is in a mindset of maybe a reconciliation, getting back to the fun times, you know? And for feminine, to her masculine, I forgive you. We need to work on our relationship, but we're not good for each other right now. Okay? So this suggests that the feminines, and this is not for everybody, this is just energy that I'm picking up on and that the cards are picking up on, is that feminines definitely are interested in reconciliation as well, but it's the timing. Okay? It's definitely all about timing. But all is not lost. Let me move these over here. All is not lost. So just let things settle. Get through the Libra full moon. Tomorrow, actually tomorrow we start Taurus season. So that's really encouraging, because Taurus is earth energy, and it's very earthy, very grounded, very nurturing, very feminine, very soft, very stable. So, you know, I think May, once the energy from Aries transitions out and Taurus really settles in, I think that will be an ideal time where many of the twins and the soulmates who are out of union may feel comfortable coming back into union. But, you know, with where Uranus is a planet of transformation, so all of this karmic stuff needs to get cleared out, needs to settle, and it needs to, your new future, your new way, your new path needs to settle and crystallize. And I think once all that settles, this year, your relationships will be in a better place. So for those of you who need some extra guidance, this is the Rebel Goddess Oracle deck. And these are new. I just got these, and I really wanted to use them for today's reading. First out is Legacy of Light. I feel like this is a card letting you know that you are being divinely guided by your ancestors, by your spirit guides, by your guardian angels, and the wisdom that you are receiving is also being imparted on your children and your future generations, for those of you who don't have children yet. But this is wise wisdom, old wisdom, and you know, you are being divinely guided and illuminated, and you know, just get quiet and listen to the thoughts, because you're going to receive answers to questions that you're having. It's just all about getting still and flowing with the energy, and you know, tapping into your divine feminine energy and divine feminine power, and knowing that you're being supported and guided. Okay, I noticed in my astrology readings that many of the signs are really ending a lot of karmic romantic relationships. So I'm just feeling compelled, you know, to just do this reading to reassure you that it's all in divine timing, and to be strong. And I feel like these cards, you know, it's all about divine feminine energy, and you know, tapping into that and to stay strong. So next up we have Restore and Replenish. Take time out for you. Take time out for you. Make sure that you're taking care of yourselves, that you're eating well, staying hydrated, getting enough sleep, that you're going out and you're having fun. You know, really, going out and just having some nice, lighthearted fun. Go out for a nice dinner, go out maybe some drinks with girlfriends, or go out for a cool afternoon coffee date, you know, and just sort of sit outside and enjoy the flowers, the spring blooms. Go out for a quiet, meditative walk. Tap into some earth energy or a good old-fashioned salt bath, you know. But right now, it's imperative that you do take care of yourselves just because of the stress and the energy that is being required right now. And visions beyond life and death. Okay? I feel like this is ancestral karma. A lot of ancestral karma is ending, but you are in a place where you can create new karma for yourselves and for your future generations. You're being divinely guided through your spirit guides, and you've got this twice. Oops, sorry. You know, I feel like this card, that these two cards together are depicting the same imagery and the same message, that wise spiritual energy, wise spiritual entities are around you, protecting you. Okay, so I'm going to end this with the Archangel Oracle. I think that we need some angel messages here to round out this reading. This is a beautiful reading. I'm hoping that many of you are finding the inspiration and the courage to have the conversations and to deal with what you need to be dealt with, you know, to deal with what you need to deal with, and to really step into your truth, because again, this is about you. This is your life. It's all about how you want to live it, and you can't live it for other people. You can't. It's not their life. But what you can do is ask people to join you and say, this is what I'm doing today. This is what I'm doing, you know, in the next 5 to 10 years. And I just want to point out that I can't remember, I want to say it's Uranus, one of the planetary alignments that's going on right now that's helping trigger all this energy. It has finally moved into a place where it's been stuck for 35 years. 35 years. So this energy is really old, in addition to the 12-year cycle that some of us are clearing. So now that Saturn has moved into its new planetary alignment, it's going to stay there for another 35 years. Okay, so this really is a new beginning. This is for some of you, this could be for the rest of your life, right? So this is you really stepping into your truth and being authentic and going with the flow and being bold with your new ideas and thinking. In fact, brilliant idea. Okay, so some of you have new business ventures, new hobbies, new projects, new career changes, new things that you're doing. Go with it. This is the time to do it. And the Archangel Uriel is saying, yes, your idea is divinely guided. Please take action to bring your idea to fruition. Okay. So I'm hoping that you're seeing the silver lining, you know, with some of these endings, okay? This is great. This is beautiful. Next up is gifts from God. I keep telling you, you're being divinely guided. Archangel Sandalphon, we angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. Okay? I love it. This is beautiful, okay? Spirits are with you. Your archangels are with you. All of you with cool creative ideas. Go with it. Now is the time to do it. You know, May is all about restructuring, new beginnings, rebuilding. So this is the time to declare what you want in your lives. The one thing I do want to caution is, you know, when you're making your intentions, say it with clarity and conviction, but then release. Surrender it to the universe, let it go. Many of us struggle with attachment to specific outcomes. And it's when we're attached to the how and the when, and how is it going to fit into my timeline, that's how we interrupt manifestation. Victory, okay? Whoops, I don't know if you can see it. Victory. Archangel Sandalphon says, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Seriously. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. I love it. I think we're going to end there. I just want to say, I finished my thought about attachment. You know, it's when we're detached from what we're trying to bring into, is the detachment is what allows the newness, the new opportunities, the new people, the new relationships, the new energy to flow into our lives freely and unobstructedly. Okay, do your best to not attach the how and the when, or get frenzied about when is this going to happen, because it's all in divine timing. Okay, it's going to happen when it's right for the highest good of yourself and the highest good of the parties involved. But you are blessed, you are divinely guided, victory is at hand, gifts from God are coming through for you. You're ending old cycles, beginning new ones. Your life is beautiful. What's coming through for you is beautiful, and it's blessed, and it's pure, and it's full of love. Okay, so thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you for returning and checking out my content. Thank you to my new viewers, and I'm hoping that you found what you needed here today, and I'm hoping that you would consider subscribing to my channel. Please feel free to share, like, and subscribe. Please share with me, share any comments that you like in the comment box below. Click the bell so that way you received any notifications of when I release new content. Usually Sunday nights I release a weekly healing energy report. It's a general healing report for the week. Beginning of the month and mid-month I do the zodiac signs, so stay tuned for that. All right, y'all, lots of love, blessings, and yeah, may this Libra full moon bring about, you know, beautiful changes in your lives. And yeah, just lots of love and blessings to all of you. All right, have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.